Hi, this is your girl Shena Samone, and I'm here with the phenomenally talented DJ Cali Cal. How are you doing today?
I'm good.
Okay, cool. So tell us a little bit about yourself and your journey as a DJ so far.
Well, I'm a father, I am a husband, I am a grandfather, and I started my journey as a DJ at the age of 13.
Wow.
Just had a birthday yesterday, just turned, I'm not gonna tell y'all.
Happy belated birthday.
Yes, and this is my craft, this is what I love to do, I love to entertain, I love to be creative on the ones and twos, you know, and I have a very large clientele. I'm more in the private sector now. You know, I will do appearances at clubs and different things for friends of mine and, you know, just different events, but I will not commit myself to a club anymore, so.
Okay. I can definitely, in this day and age, I can definitely understand that.
Right.
So when you say private sectors, you mean like more private parties, things of that nature?
Private parties, birthday parties, weddings, bar mitzvahs,
Okay.
you know, quinceañeras.
Have you ever played a bar mitzvah and a quinceañera?
Quinceañera several times.
Okay.
I specialize in old school. People say I'm an old school specialist, but I feel like whatever the venue is, I can adapt.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay, so what skills do you feel DJs need to have in order to be successful?
Patience.
Okay, why is that?
Because sometimes you get out there and you don't know your crowd. And when you don't know your crowd, some DJs tend to get frustrated because they're not vibing with their crowd. So me, for instance, when I DJ, especially in the early going, I'm just playing test music and I'm watching for people moving their hands, you know, bobbing their heads, tapping their feet, you know, just, you know, different things. I'm watching my whole room. You know, a lot of DJs are going there and they feel like just because they know music and they love music, they can DJ, but can you keep a crowd entertained for 4 or 5 hours throughout a night?
That's pretty cool. That's a good bit of
You
information.
have to watch your room and you have to take command of that room when it's time for you to take command of that room.
Yes. All right, cool beans. All right, actually that. Next question. House parties. I know, you know, growing up, I used to see it, I'm a little younger than that, but I still, you know, growing up, they used to have house parties, the underground, you know, back when hip hop was totally different than what it is now.
Right.
They had the house parties in the basements and things like that.
Right.
Do you feel like, have you ever played any of them, for one, and do you feel like it's a thing of the past now, or is that something that still goes on?
It's something that kind of still goes on, but you have to know what region you're in. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. Okay, I started DJing in the projects of Cleveland. And in the projects, we used to have basement parties. So, you know, in the projects, the basement goes all the way up under the building.
Okay.
So we used to put the little Christmas lights up over the pipes and stuff. And that's how I honed my skills. You know, Big Daddy Kane, Heavy D, Run DMC, all of those artists were my favorite artists. So that's how I learned how to mix and scratch. I had a partner of mine who was a DJ, and as I accumulated this equipment, I didn't know what to do with it. I didn't even know what I had. And we were sitting up at his house one day, and you know, he used to just DJ all the time. And I said, man, I got all this stuff at home, man. And I said, will you show me how to hook it up and show me how to play it? And once I started doing that, it just took over everything that I did besides sports.
Okay.
You know, so I got into the DJ and the house parties. That I love to do house parties because you have more freedom and flexibility in house parties than you do in a club or a wedding or something like that, because a house party, everybody just coming to do their thing, have a good time, nobody's judging, everybody knows everybody. So, you know, you can start playing music and next thing you know, everybody's on the floor. I mean, it's funny because House Party, the movie, okay?
I just saw a new one.
Right. Do you remember the car that kid had, that Chevy Chevette, the yellow one?
Yes, yes.
When I started DJing, I had the same exact car. It was sky blue. It was like a powder blue color. So when the movie came way after that, because I'm a little older, but just watching that movie in that car and jamming everything in that car, it brings back memories. And the brakes kept going out on the car.
Oh, Lord.
So sometimes on my way to a gig, I would stop at an auto parts store and change my brakes in the parking lot before I go do a gig. And I was so good at changing brakes on that car. It's just like, okay, I'm going to do a party, but I got to stop at the parts store first.
To get it.
So it was like routine.
So you can arrive alive.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. It seemed like back then, I mean, I've never been to a house party of that kind of nature, but it seemed like it was like a total vibe. Like everybody was just one love kind of thing. And I'm sure, you had little arguments here and there, but not like how it is today. I don't even think people could hold a house party without something.
Well, they actually do.
They do?
They do. I
Okay.
do a lot of house party. Matter of fact, I did a Spanish house party, and I was surprised because I like Spanish music. Okay, I might not know the words, but I know the beat, and I can mix anything.
Okay.
Okay, I learned how to mix by ear. All this, new technology and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I kind of use it, but I don't, because I've been mixing by ear for so long that it's just second nature.
That's a talent in its own.
Right, and you have to be within your range of pitch control in order to do it, because you got some people they'll try to mix anything and they'll just slam mix it, and that's not mixing.
Okay.
Mixing is being able to just smoothly transition into the next song without, and the way that I like to do it is, you won't even know I'm mixing the song until the song actually hits the first verse.
Okay. Definitely have to come check you. Well, you do private sectors now,
Yeah.
but you have to check you out sometime.
Right. I mean, I'm all over the place. When I do have events that are open to the public, I try to, put it on my Facebook page, and tell a lot of my friends, if they just want to come hang out or whatever. I DJ'd at the American Legion. That was on 29th and Columbus for a long time. I did mostly all the clubs in Tampa, Celebrities, Chances, pretty much all of them.
Okay. Awesome sauce. Now, if you could collaborate with any artist, past or present, who would they be and why?
I got the opportunity to play with Cut Creator.
Okay.
He was LL Cool J's DJ.
Okay.
And he taught me some stuff he taught me some techniques that I was already doing, but I had not mastered them yet. And playing with him was so much fun, But as far as DJing for a celebrity, on a collaboration, LL Cool J, I'm old school, so,
nothing wrong with that.
I would love to DJ for him, and I've pictured myself, just being able to DJ with different, artists and that nature, but he's at the top of my list, definitely. Heavy D when he was around. It's just so many of those guys back there from that 80s and 90s era. I would love to do a collaboration with DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Okay. It's never too late. He's still out there. I was surprised to see him, I think it was at an award show. Maybe it was the Grammys.
Yeah.
And they had like the 50 years of hip hop. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But I believe that he was out DJing one of those things. Yeah, because LL Cool J was on there.
Right. And the only thing that I miss about doing the club scene is that I used to DJ a lot of concerts. So when people came in town to have concerts, I actually got to meet a lot of those people.
Okay.
And I've actually done a few after parties for the artists, at their hotel, different stuff like that. But all of the legends, DJ Red Alert, those guys, man, the guy that's on the radio now, Breakfast Club.
Charlamagne?
No, not Charlamagne.
Not a
Yeah, DJ Envy and
Oh.
just all of those DJs from back in that era, man. Grandmaster Flash, I would love to meet him.
Okay. Yeah, those are some pretty big legends there.
Yeah, and
Those
those
are great opportunities
right,
to
and
come across those people.
Those are the DJs that I grew up trying to, what's the word I'm looking for? Emulate.
Okay.
And my style of the way that I play, I was doing that when I first started DJing and when I first moved to Tampa in 1987. That's the way that I was playing. And it's the way that I was playing back then is what the guys out there are doing now.
Okay.
So, you know, up north, the style was totally different. You know, down here when I first got a lot of bass music, so I had to learn how to play Tampa music.
To adapt to the, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never thought about that, how the, I mean, I know, you know, just like they have the music up north and the southern
Right.
music, that's always kind of been a thing, like, oh, you're from the
So-
south, blah, blah, blah.
Right. So I could pretty much go anywhere in the country and adapt that
Adapt to it.
style. Yeah,
Kind of like a chameleon.
definitely.
Okay, are there any unwritten rules amongst DJs?
All of the rules are unwritten,
Okay.
but the most important is be respectful to your crowd and your clients.
Okay.
You know, if they tell you, well, I don't want no curse music, you gotta do your best. If they tell you they don't want any innuendos, you gotta do, I mean, I have a church that I play for here, AME, over by HCC, Pastor Dane.
Okay.
And he would prefer that his kids in his church party in the church instead of in the street. So I've done several parties in the church with rap music, hip hop, but I made sure it was respectful and it was clean.
Okay.
So the biggest thing is respect your clients.
Okay. That's pretty cool. Yeah, church has come a long way since I grew
Yeah.
up, because,
Yeah.
okay. No offense to the church. Okay, what's your style of music? I think you might have already hit that earlier on.
I'm an R&B specialist. You know, I like the rap music with the R&B flavor. A lot of this new stuff I don't care for, but I have to play it because that's what they pay me to play. But if like my boy DJ Pun sitting over there, what's up? You know, he just turned me on to a party that I'm going to do tonight in Palmetto, and it's an adult, probably old school R&B. You know, so I love anything with that R&B flavor to it. I don't care if it's rap, hip hop, old school, whatever it is. That is my forte.
Yeah, we don't get a lot of the, I mean, there are some R&B artists still out there, and they like to try to say that R&B is dead, but I think it's coming back to the surface. I do miss those days of, like, Tony Braxton's my favorite artist, one of my favorite artists, but just the music that just has content and lyrics to it and makes you feel good and make, you know, like, think about somebody and you can fall in love or you want to choke them out in the next couple of seconds, yeah.
Well,
Or,
yeah.
you know, just make you feel good.
The thing I don't like about today's party scene, nobody dances anymore. You know, I mean, you know, you used to go back and be like, you know, back in the day and be like, hey man, play some Keith Sweat, How Deep Is Your Love, you know?
Okay.
Or play some Michael Jackson, Billie Jean or something like that, and you know, your dance floor would be packed.
Yeah.
You know, but everybody's, you know, even a lot of the adults are leaning more towards the hip hop. They know more about the songs and the lyrics than I do, and I'm the DJ.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, there's no more crooning and singing and just having a good time. You know, they replaced that with a lot of the line dancing.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know, if you go out with your significant other or whatever the case may be, unless you're going to a cabaret style party, which I don't know if a lot of people in this area know what a cabaret is, but it's a grown folks party, and they have plenty of them up north. You know, when you used to just get dressed up, do you remember the movie Baby Boy? When
Yes.
Ving Rhames got dressed up and took
Oh,
his girl out,
Yeah.
that was the day.
Okay.
You know, so there's not a lot of that anymore, and I really miss that because I started DJing in that era.
Okay. That seems like something I'd like to do. That and speakeasies. I'm kind of odd, but I love speakeasies. I always wanted to go to one, and I found out there's a couple around here. So there maybe there's some cabarets, or you might have to.
I probably have to
bring
book
it
some
back.
myself, you know,
Yeah, bring it back.
because, you know, now you find 8, 9, 10 girls going out, hanging out together,
Yeah.
okay? Guys, they'll show up, but they won't show up.
That hang out against the wall.
Yeah.
I don't go out that often
Yeah.
unless I'm performing, so I don't get to see the dynamics of how people like kind of don't dance or dance anymore. But I can understand it because the music is different as well,
Yeah.
so.
And I definitely love live music. Love live music. I have a studio at home, and I'm trying to learn how to work my equipment and start doing things. And the hold up with me is I literally want to learn how to fluently play the keyboard, because anybody can get a drum machine or you know, any type of recording equipment and just start just tapping and make something sound good together. But then you run into the problem of, didn't so-and-so make that song? And they just took one instrument out of it, but it sounds the same.
Yeah.
I want to be able to sit down and play a melody that I created and then build around it, because to me, the melody is the song.
Yeah, I can get that. That's pretty cool. Where is the coolest place that you've ever DJ'd?
Oh, it's been so many.
Your favorite one, like you just,
Oh, I gotta dig deep for that one. I'm gonna say several private, okay, like I say, I'm multi-versatile, okay? And my wife actually booked me a party with one of her ex-coworkers who was Caucasian, okay? And it was somewhere in Pinellas County, can't remember where it was. So, you know, I get there, I'm setting up my equipment, and no pun intended, bunch of white folks, okay? And they looking at me like,
who
what
are you?
the hell is this?
Time to go.
Right,
Pack it up.
so I walk in and everybody's just standing, I mean, it was crowded. I got pictures in my phone from this event. And it was only one other black couple that was there, but it was, I mean, the place was packed, you know, Caucasians. And so I'm playing music, you know, I'm starting to play the, you know, top 40 kind of stuff, and rock and roll and different stuff like that. And as I mentioned before, sometimes you struggle until you catch them.
Yeah.
So I'm struggling like crazy. I'm struggling like crazy. And next thing you know, I put on some disco.
Oh, disco will get you every time.
And that after that, it was a wrap.
Yeah.
And they were just coming, you know, handing me drinks. This one guy said, you know, he was probably the most countryest guy I've ever seen in my life. Bought me my own bottle of champagne. I mean, we party. And then there's another girl that uses me a lot over in St. Pete. I did her wedding. And again, all Caucasian, Latinos, different things like that. And we had a ball. We had a ball. So sometimes the diverse crowds, I really get to show what I can do. You know, and then, you know, once it works out, because any DJ will tell you even pun, if you got command of that room and everything that you do is working for you, it's like a feeling like no other as a DJ.
Yeah, the energy of it.
Yeah.
I definitely get that. And crowds will definitely.
Yeah, it's like you
surprise.
Superman back there, you know what I'm saying? And it's just an incredible feeling.
Okay. I've got a few more questions, then we're gonna wrap it up here. What are currently your main challenges as a DJ, if you have any?
Being a mobile DJ, moving the equipment, getting a little older, getting a little tired.
Okay,
Yeah.
you have to hire a roadie.
You know, depending on who you're, you know, doing this event for, it's not a lot of money out there to be able to pay somebody else to do that work. So me, basically, I try to, you know, buy the type of equipment that's not too, you know, difficult to move and different things like that. Everything is on wheels and stuff like that. I think the heaviest thing I got is my 18-inch subs.
Okay, I was gonna say speakers probably would be the, okay. And this is the last little, it's not really a question. This is, well, it is a question, my bad. Tell the people out there where we can find you on the platform or find more information about you.
I'm on Facebook. It is William Callahan. It's my real name, DJ Cali Cal. And the reason I put both together is because, you know, a lot of my classmates reach out to me under my name, because once I left Cleveland, you know, they didn't know anything about DJ Cali Cal because I had a different name back home. So, basically word of mouth, you can catch me at any event out there, I have cards. I'm very visible when I'm out, but I'm not in everybody's face. You know, when I go somewhere, people, they actually know who I am, which is sometimes surprising because, you know, say for instance, I used to DJ at Club Atlanta when it was on Kennedy.
Okay.
And it was about maybe 3,000 people a night in that club, okay? And I'm about 30 feet in the air, okay? So all I see is blur.
People.
Right, but, you know, if I happen to just be somewhere, you know, or somebody hears my name, it's recognized. And I really appreciate that. I appreciate the love, and I definitely appreciate the support. I'm still out here DJing. I do a lot of private functions. If you see me in the club, I'm helping somebody out or doing somebody a favor. But I'm very accessible. Whenever you see me, you can come and talk to me. I'm not unapproachable. And people who know me, y'all know I'm a clown, and y'all know I get out.
All right, there you have it. We have DJ Cali Cal. Thank you so much
Yes,
for this
ma'am.
interview. You were very informative. I learned a lot of new things. Yeah, and that's it.
Bye.